Hi, I am Andrea Jansen, and this is the third video in the 3 parts video series that I created to go along with the Reignite Your Ambition workbook. So if you don't have the workbook yet, I am going to put a link below this video so you can have it. So I first wanted to say thank you to everybody for reaching out to me and talking about the things that you're doing, the things that drive your ambition, your bigger yes, the things that are going to move your career forward. So one person got back to me and said they are finally going to be reading that leadership book that has been on their desk for months. So good for you, because learning is such a great thing to do. Another person said that they had a conversation with their boss about their next promotion because they think they're ready for it. Awesome. You're not going to get ahead unless you ask for it. So I'm so happy to hear this. So I want to talk about right now what can happen when you step up, when you follow your dreams, you recognize your ambition and take action to do something about it. Some pretty awesome things have happened to women that I work with. So one woman, she was actually in the first round of my online coaching program, which just wrapped up this week. She was able to find a sponsor in her organization to advocate on her behalf for her next promotion, for her next raise. One of my clients, she kind of felt like she was ready for that next level, and she actually negotiated herself a 30% raise and a new position. My clients are taking risks, they're getting noticed, and they're being recognized for being role models and leaders for the next generation. So this is why I made this video, because I see potential everywhere and I want to help you see the potential that you have. People often ask me, Andrea, how do I be a role model for other women? And it's actually pretty simple. So the first thing is to just be more ambitious yourself. So recognize the things that are fulfilling to you, recognize the things that you want, and take action to make those things happen. Be fulfilled. Open doors, seize opportunities, and hold those doors open for other women because they will see it and they will be inspired, because ambition, it is contagious. And I want to take a minute to read a couple testimonials that I just got from some of my clients. So I have them written down here. So I'm going to read both of them because I want you to see what can happen when you are a little bit more ambitious and when you do put yourself out there, because it is pretty amazing. Andrea, you have inspired me and bolstered my confidence for what I can do, especially for women in my industry. I know I'm quick to downplay the influence I have or the reach I have obtained, but you never ever let me forget about the impact that it has and how important the work is. Thank you so much. This one is from Becky, and she's in Halifax. I just wanted to say thank you. The timing of this coaching was perfect. I had the opportunity to step up and take my boss's place at an important event. I will admit that my nerves were building throughout the day, and I had a moment of feeling like it would be just easier not to do it. But then I thought of you and our coaching. It's time to get uncomfortable. So I did it, and it was scary, but also it was wonderful, and I am so glad I did it. And just like you said, it opens doors, and I have another opportunity to step up again next week. Thank you. I really enjoy our coaching sessions, and they are helping me grow. It's your turn. What do you need to do to be more ambitious? Strive for that next step in your career. It's actually pretty simple. So there's just two things that I want you to do. So number one is understand what drives you. Understand what you're going for. Understand what drives your ambition. Understand that's something that you are striving for. And number two is just to take action. So take that first tiny little step towards that goal, towards that something that's going to fulfill you. And a lot of times people get stressed out by this. I was in a workshop last week and I challenged everybody to set a goal, something they wanted to achieve in the next month, and people were really stressed out about it. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want you to be stressed out. I want you to just start really small. So it could be as simple as having a coffee with your boss to talk openly about your goals and your dreams and your ambition. Or it could be as big as putting a case together for why you're ready for the next level and why you deserve a promotion. It could be also as simple as taking 20 minutes to fill out the questions in the Reignite Your Ambition workbook so you actually know what you're striving for. The point is, I want you to do something, and I want you to do it as soon as possible. Today, or within the next 24 hours, or within the next week at the longest. So I want you to do something that quickly. And I know people are always saying to me, like, it sounds great, just be more ambitious, follow your dreams. But Andrea, people always say this to me, there's no hope. It's awful in my organization. It's so hard for women. I don't have the support. Sorry. It's hard for women everywhere. Um, that's just the way it is. Today in our society, men are rising to leadership levels. Men get paid more than women, and that is a systemic issue across every single industry. So we have a decision to make, and you have that decision to make as well, is are you okay with this? Do you want to just sit back and wait for somebody else to figure it out? Because if that is your decision, it's going to take between 80 and 150 years for us to experience equality at work. So that's what the studies say. There's different studies, they measure it different ways, but it's between 80 and 100 years, and that is not within my working lifetime. And that is not within my daughter's working lifetime. So I have a daughter and 2 sons, and the way things are now, and if things don't change, my daughter is not going to have the same opportunities as my sons. And I want things to be different for her. So the decision is yours to make. Do you want to be a part of the solution? Do you want to step up, be more ambitious, put yourself out there, find those opportunities, rise into leadership so that more women are doing it? And if every single woman did something, things would change a lot faster. And then when my daughter, when your daughter, when your nieces, when your goddaughter starts working, things will be different. There will be gender equality, and they can do whatever they want. The other thing that people talk about is they kind of say, you know, my boss is not on board. HR is not supporting me. And the decision to make is yours and yours alone. The decision to be more ambitious, to invest in yourself and put yourself out there and find those opportunities is yours to make. It's not up to HR. It's not up to your boss. It's not up to your boss's boss. And it's not up to the company. This is your decision to make. And I want to encourage you to make it because amazing things can happen once you start. Another thing that's happened to me before is that people roll their eyes when I talk about all the opportunity there are for women because they just don't believe that having a fulfilling career is possible because they've never seen anybody with a fulfilling career. And I'm here to tell you that it is 100% possible. I see it every day. And I want to challenge you to look around you at the people you're spending your time with and look for people that are ambitious. Look for people who are optimistic. Look for people who are putting themselves out there, taking risks, and creating opportunities for themselves because that kind of attitude is contagious. So if you surround yourself with people like that, those characteristics will fall onto you and you'll be able to see opportunities for yourself. So if this sounds appealing to you, if being more ambitious and striving for that next step in your career is something that you want to do, I am super excited to tell you that on Monday, I'm going to be launching round 2 of my online coaching program. It's called Reignite Your Ambition. And the pilot happened this fall. And what we did is we looked at the evidence. So we kind of unpacked, what do the studies say about what holds women back from leadership and what can we do about it? Because yes, there are absolutely barriers that women face in the workplace, but the thing is, they don't need to hold us back. When we know about them, we can come up with a strategy to overcome them. So we talked about that. We talked about some really interesting topics. We talked about getting out of the grind. We talked about ambition, and we went a bit deeper to figure out what are people even striving for? What opportunities are there in your organization to kind of fuel your ambition to get ahead and influence? Who needs to be on board? How do you find a sponsor? How do you get people advocating for you in your organization and outside of your organization? We also met weekly for coaching because that is where the magic happens. That is where we come up with a plan. We look at the situation that is unique to you and we come up with a way for you to make things happen yourself. and there's support and there's accountability so that you do what you say you're going to do, and there's support there for when maybe you try something and it doesn't go well. So I am excited that the registration is going to be opening on Monday and the course starts again in January. So if you are interested, I will be sending an email out on Monday announcing it. It will also be on my website, and I also put it on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page. So look out for that if you're interested. And I also want to hear from you. So if you've been doing the workbook or following me on these videos, let me know what your action step is. Let me know what you're doing to be more ambitious. Let me know what that first step is, because I want to cheer you on. I want to celebrate with you, because when one person does something, it is making the world a better place. It is making the workplace better for women, and it is making us closer to experiencing gender equality in the workplace. So look out for my email on Monday and have a great day.